Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? Hope everything is good and great and wonderful and fabulous. I think I was wearing this shirt yesterday. I've been taking my showers later in the day for some reason during lockdown. I don't know why. For the last at least 8 years since I've been living here, I wake up usually at 6 o'clock every day, but in the last few years I've been waking up at like 5:30. Just my body just wakes up now, and I would just take a shower. It's the first thing I would do every morning. But for some reason, being here and knowing that M's sleeping, and she sleeps later now because she doesn't have to get up and drive to her office or anything. So I just don't want to wake up and wake her up. So I just kind of get up and leave the bedroom immediately. I still wake up at 6, even though I don't start work till 7. But I get up and I go to the couch and I watch some videos, or I work on some software for myself, or I read a book or whatever. And so I've been showering later in the day, and I feel like if you go back and watch the videos over these last few months, you'll find that there are a lot of days, like I'll wear the same shirt for 2 days, and it's because my shower schedule is all sorts of weird. I think that's been one of the bigger impacts of this whole situation for me, is just when do I take my shower throughout the day, because oftentimes I'll want to take it in the afternoon, but I'm still technically working, and it's not an issue, but it could be an issue, so I'll wait till the evening time, and then the evening time comes and I have chores, and so sometimes I'm not taking my shower until I go to sleep, which is weird because then I wake up with my hair. It's weird. I don't know. This whole thing is strange. I've told you before, we haven't talked about this area of the world in a while. There, for the first couple of months of this whole situation, I was trying to ask how things were where you lived and tell you about how things are here. And I can tell you here, things feel okay. Like, I don't know what the conversation is right now. I'm really out of touch with, are people desperate still? I don't know. I mean, most businesses and restaurants are open here. You can go out to eat if you want. You can go to pretty much any shop if you want. You can get your hair done. You can get your nails done. You can go to the bar. You can do whatever. So I don't know. I'm assuming that because everything is half capacity, or like hair salons are kind of the weird, like 1 or 2 people at a time, like there's definitely reduced consumption right now, which means less jobs. I know that, and I recognize the fact that there's probably still a significantly huge number of people on unemployment, but I don't know if there's still desperation. Like when this started, that first month or two, the talk was just about how desperate the situation was and how people were like going to be evicted, and we're going to, we thought there was going to be some pretty serious crime in this area, not necessarily where I live, but in West Virginia, just because of poverty. But I haven't seen, I've not known of any of that. And like I said, things are kind of normal. You have to wear a mask now. Like, that's been mandated by the state. Okay. You still see people in Walmart, or, I've seen people in littler stores that don't have masks on, and nobody's saying anything to them, but whatever. They're assholes. I don't care. So it's honestly felt normal-ish. I talked a couple of months ago how this really hasn't impacted me at all. The only impact I have felt from this is I finally don't have to go to work. Like, I can work from home, and I'm more productive and more successful working from home than I've ever been going to an actual office. And so for me, this has been a blessing. Like, it's hard to say that because I know people are suffering, but it's been really rewarding. I've been really doing great work, and I feel like I've been doing really good customer service, really good work from home. And other than that change, very little has changed in my world. Em and I are kind of homebodies anyway. We like to play video games. We love playing board games together. We go out to eat every now and then. We definitely haven't been doing that lately, obviously, but like we're not go to the theater kind of people. If we do stuff, it's the two of us. Like, we don't really go with groups to go do group things. So there's not that hasn't changed. I think probably the biggest part of this whole thing that's changed is there was no soccer season, so we didn't have, you know, constant soccer 5 days a week. Other than that, working from home has been awesome, and I've not had any problems with pay, so everything's fine. Like, I'm fine. And it's has been very little impact. Almost zero negative impact, I would say. I mean, other than Keely not being able to play soccer, which is it hurts. Like, that's her everything. But she has a new hobby now, that maybe someday we'll share with you, but that's hers, and I'm gonna let her decide when she wants to talk about that. But she still loves soccer, so she's playing soccer for her school this year. But so she's had a new hobby to fill her time, which is good. It's good for her. But I don't know. I would love to know what it's like where you are. Do you feel oppressed? Like, do you feel like you're stuck? Like, I don't feel stuck. I feel fine. Like, if I wanted to get on my motorcycle right now and go on a road trip, I would do that. Like, if, you know, I don't know. I mean, even in, I think in 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, I'm going to go see Bert Kreischer, a stand-up comedian in Butler, PA. He's doing a drive-in theater, so we're going to take the 2-hour drive to go see him. So it's like I'm still going to go see shows. Yeah, it's in a different setting than I ever thought I would see a show, but I'm going to go see shows. And, you know, we'll see. I don't know. I would love to hear what it's like where you are. Please let me know in the comments. I'm really curious because I don't feel very much different than normal right now. You know, I have one friend that comes over to play board games. He started doing that again. He's felt comfortable enough, like last month, to say, okay, I'm ready to kind of venture out a little bit and pick up some germs. And I said, okay. And so he's been coming over at least once a week, I'd say, trying to play games. So that's been pretty normal, and things are kind of normal. Okay, I'll stop asking. Let me know how things are in your area. Thanks in your area. I don't know why I said that so weird. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing and being amazing people, wonderful friends. I'm going to go take a shower and change my shirt. I'll see you tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is brouhaha. It is a noun meaning a confusing, exciting, and turmoil-rife event. Madeline caused a brouhaha when she told her parents she was eschewing Harvard for state school in order to be closer to her boyfriend. Brouhaha. B-R-O-U-H-A-H-A.